Okay, this is my only video for tonight. I didn't get a chance to do everything. I've had a really shitty week, so I'm gonna make this video. Try not to judge these people too harshly, but this is not for the faint of hearts, and this is definitely not for children. And if you have a child, please make sure that they've learned that you can't pick family, but pick your damn friends wisely, because this could be your hands of fate. Alright? Read that. If you can't read that, I'm going to read it to you anyway, so here we go. Man accidentally shot dead by own passenger in failed drive-by attempt. First, stop right there. Why are you doing a drive-by? I'm not trying to shame this man's family. Let me classify that right now. We as people have to do better than this. And I mean, if you got a problem that you can't work out with these motherfuckers right here, then you really need to either go take some boxing lessons or just walk away, man. Preferably walk away, because if you are accidentally shot by the person with you while you're doing a drive-by, well, that's just the hands of fate talking. That's God at his best right there telling you, well, you just fucked up, son. So, I'm going to read it now. Again, man accidentally shot dead by own passenger in failed drive-by attempt. Which is really stupid. Matthew Gibbons' death was the 271st recorded homicide in Chicago this year, and the 343rd to be caused by a gun. I don't know if this is the guy that got shot or if it's the guy that was doing the shooting. But it says Matthew Lee, 27, now faces, it's the guy that was doing the shooting, now faces aggravated battery with a firearm in the incident to face a count of murder. A man died after being accidentally shot by his own passenger as he attempted to fire out the car window. Police say Matthew Gibbons, 26, was pronounced dead at on the 22nd of July, so this is like last week, a few days ago, after being shot in the head during an incident which prosecutors portray as a drive-by shooting gone bad in Park Manor. So, Mike Lee. Yeah. Matthew Gibbons, I read that already, excuse me. Video footage from July 21st showed Gibbons pulling alongside a white SUV that was waiting to make a left turn at the light at 5:40 a.m. according to the records from the Chicago Sun-Times. Okay, young people of color. Because this has happened to one of my cousins, not the accidental drive-by and all that bullshit. One of my cousins got out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning to go somewhere, and he's sitting in jail because his friends decided to rob a store. Which goes back to something I've always said, something I've told my nephew, something I'm telling you. You know your friend's behavior. You know your friend's behavior from the moment you become friends, because you start learning their behavior. You learn their habits. You learn when they fart. You learn when they go take a shit. Most friends are very open to other friends and tell you, hey, look, man, I'm going to go do this. And some people are just gullible and ride along. And there's a lot of people who were gullible who ride along with their friends because they know they shouldn't have been doing it in the first place, but they get up because we're all ride or die. And this is where ride or die gets you. Shot by your own damn friend trying to shoot some damn body else. These dudes were at a stoplight at 5:40 a.m. in the morning. If I'm up at 5:40 a.m., two things is happening. In the Army, we were doing PT. If I'm up at 5:40 a.m., there better be a girl involved. Alright? There better be a girl involved, and we better be in the bed, bumping uglies, knocking boots, whatever the phrase you people want to call it now. But I'm not going to be out at 5:40 in the a.m. driving anywhere. Unless it's an emergency, like somebody in my family that had a heart attack or some shit like that. So, 5:40 in the morning, these jackasses decide we're going to go out and shoot somebody. That's what that boils down to. Let me continue. As the car slowed, the passenger, Jack Lee, Why is it Jake Lee? I thought the boy's name was Mike Lee. Well, it says Mike Lee at the top. As the car slowed, his passenger, Jake Lee, opened fire on the vehicle with the .40 caliber handgun. However, Lee, 27, accidentally shot his driver in the head during the incident. Despite his injuries, Gibson was able to drive for 2 miles from the scene. The 22-year-old man was only wounded during the shooting. Prosecutors at Cook County added that there didn't appear to be any sign of shots being fired from the white SUV. Gibson was found to be brain dead on Monday and was kept alive only to have his organs harvested. His death was ruled as a homicide. His death was the 271st recorded homicide in Chicago this year, a figure that has risen to 277 since the incident. Of those deaths, 243 were killed by shootings. Lee, from the city of Inglewood area, now faces charges of aggravated battery with a firearm and is expected to face a count of murder. He was placed on parole in 2017 after serving 8-year sentence of aggravated battery with a handgun. He ain't never learned, apparently. A period that was set to end in 2020. Well, not anymore. Lee was denied bail at the hearing on the 23rd of July. Okay, it ends there. Well, that totally fucking sucks. So what do we have? We have one idiot that's with his friend who's driving up on a white SUV and intending on doing some bodily harm and wound up killing his friend while driving to do a drive-by. This was seriously a drive-by incident that failed miserably. To Mr. Gibson's family, I apologize for the death of Matthew Gibson. On the flip side of that, he old enough to have known better. I'm not shaming him. I'm just saying, I had a cousin that was just as damn dumb who wanted to go out with his friends when everything closes at 2 o'clock. You should be heading home at 2 o'clock in the morning. Regardless of your color, regardless of your gender, regardless of what city or state or province you live in, at 2 a.m. in the morning, your ass may be making rocks, smoke behind your feet as you're heading home. Because most incidents happen like this between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Most homicides happen between midnight and 5 a.m. As pointed out, and this young man here, Mike Lee, Jack Lee, Jake Lee, whatever your damn name is, what did the people in the SUV do to you to make you try to shoot your enemy but wind up shooting your damn friend? With friends like you, no one needs friends. I'm sure y'all seen that coming. But, the thing about this whole thing, man, is that this is just some shit that should have never, ever, ever have happened. And this is why I'm always by myself between 3 and 5 a.m. I'm in the bed, sleep, dreaming about how the heck I'm going to either get a new girlfriend or I'm going to get a new job. One of the two, something's got to give. But outside of that, this guy just threw away his life after getting out of jail. Come on, people. We gotta raise our kids better than this. We really do. I'm James Williams. Come for number 2. Be seeing you.